We are hearing reports that the Philadelphia Eagles are still interested or entertaining AJ Brown being traded. Is he going to the New England Patriots? That's going to be something that we keep our eyes on. We're going to talk about. Then, are the Cincinnati Bengals going all in after their recent trade for Dexter Lawrence? And are the Cardinals in play for Jeremiah Love? What? Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it all down, but you got to hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, NFL fans? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. After a brief vacation for my anniversary, we are back to talk football. Steve-O, what's the word?
What's good?
Man. Hey, I'm just saying, if you're happy, vacation every now and then. Try to go as much as possible, especially if you're doing it with your best friend. But nonetheless, Steve-O, we got crazy news coming out, man. First, Adam Schefter said the Eagles remain open to trading A.J. Brown. The Patriots remain highly interested in acquiring the star, and conversations are expected to resume shortly on or before June 1st, basically with a deal coming and mentioning that one source said the Patriots' pursuit of Brown, they'll definitely be engaging then. Now, the reason why they're waiting to June 1st, not necessarily doing so before the NFL draft later this week, yes, sir, is because the financial implications that come with trading A.J. Brown now versus June 1st. There will be a huge amount of money that the Eagles can save if they trade A.J. Brown after June 1st. Steve-O, after hearing all that with the context, how you feeling about A.J. Brown likely being traded?
Good. It's just a good situation on both sides because, like we all been saying, the parties just need to break up. Sometimes even if the situation ain't that damn terrible, that divorce is just necessary. You're not getting along regardless of what it is. Apparently, it's been some inside turmoil between him and his quarterback that we don't necessarily know exactly what it is. So, yeah, like as long as he's been an Eagle, he just hasn't been on the same accord. And like I said, with all the surrounding problems that they already have or questions that they have around the organization, getting rid of one less problem and find a solution for it is a viable piece to that problem. Because quite frankly, you don't want to go into another season where this motherfucker's reading books on the sideline. You just don't want that no more. So yeah, and then you're trying to tidy up all the loose ends to make sure it's good. It's a good deal on both sides too as well. So like it is. There's no bad blood when you're leaving it. You both parties are getting what they want, and it fixes a huge problem for both situations. So in my opinion, it's a good deal. I'm eager to see the details of the deal for sure, but as far as right now, it seems like they're trying to do everything as a good plan.
I agree with everything you said, bro. Like, and just follow me, ladies and gentlemen. You don't go in and bring in 3 wide receivers if you're not anticipating moving off of AJ Brown. You don't go out there and make trades to bring in wide receivers. You go out there and get guys like Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown, and then you go and trade for a wide receiver, a young wide receiver from Green Bay. You don't go get those 3 wide receivers if you don't have plans on moving on AJ Brown. And to Steve-O's point, it makes a lot of sense simply because we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this. And you already know if there's a rift between a wide receiver and a quarterback, 9 times out of 10, the organization will choose the guy that's throwing the pass, which is the quarterback. So in this situation, yeah, all the news and reports regarding Jalen Hurts being stubborn, not trying to, be a part of what the offense is calling for and changing things up. Hey, that can be fair. But at the end of the day, the organization they're still going to side with the quarterback. Now, Steve-O, we're also hearing regarding this is that both teams are still going to enter the draft operating as if one, AJ Brown will be departing, and two, on the opposite side with the Patriots, like they'll be receiving AJ Brown, quote unquote. How you feel about that statement coming?
They must be real confident that this deal is gonna go down. And I mean, I believe that it is true. I mean, we already been without breaking up the messy shit that's going on in the world. We kind of already felt like it. We've been hearing rumors of that deal's been in talks for months. So the fact that that just came out kind of it pretty much confirms that they just waiting for the correct date to do it, which is after June 1st or June 1st. And it's a good move. It just makes sense in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that me personally, I think they already got a deal in place. Maybe some minor adjustments will be made. You know what I'm saying? Considering money wise and stuff like that, when you go down and break down your calculations and stuff like that. But I would be surprised if he's not a New England Patriots by July 4th. That's just my anticipation of everything. I expect him to be a New England Patriot, and we already know about the messiness. But hey, if you're trying to soak your royal oats, it ain't none of my business. But it's a little interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
If you gonna sow your royal oats, that's all I gotta say is both of y'all need to fucking apologize, not just one.
I agree with that 100%. And we're gonna move on.
We gonna move on because I don't get that's a whole episode for its own self.
Yeah, we gonna move on. We gonna leave that right there. Let us know how y'all feeling about AJ Brown likely to be traded this offseason. Now, while we were out vacationing, we got the news that the New York Giants traded defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals for a first-round pick, where the Bengals had the 10th spot. Before I ask the other question about is this an all-in move, I have to talk about the initial reaction when this trade happened. Steve-O, what were your initial thoughts on this trade?
This the dumbest damn franchise officially in the NFL. It just don't make no sense to me. So you mean to tell me you had these whole contract problems for the last 3 years with your star edge rushers at Trey Hendrickson, who's axing around $30 million. You let him walk. He's gone to the Ravens. Get it. You need some defense. But you going to come bring in a D tackle. A D tackle after having a career low year. Not only a career tackle, they had a career low year. You're going to bring in a same D tackle that's asking for the same amount of money? So either you're going to pay this motherfucker and not pay the actual edge rusher who's better, who's been better, or two, you just about to do the shit you've been doing the last 3 years with him and do it with Dexter. I don't. And then you gave up your top pick. You gave up a 10th pick for this? Dumb as hell. Flat out dumb as hell.
Yeah, my initial thoughts was pretty much some of the same thing with you, Steve-O. Is like, huh? Y'all gave up a first-round pick for that? I was weary of it because I'm like, how was the asking price of first-round pick when the guy had a half sack last year? And the half sack came while you were on a defensive line with Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, and Brian Burns. How? Then I'm hearing discussions like he was opening up sacks for everybody else. What about the sacks for himself?
I'm about to say that comes twofold. Like if you open it up for them, they open up for you.
Right? So what was the reciprocation? But now those are the initial thoughts. But Steve-O, I gotta ask the question, but let me break it down. Do you think now after some time that we don't have time to wait on the development of a young pass rusher per se, simply because we got Joe Burrow, he talking about he might be good, he want to have fun again. You got a high-powered offense, and then the defensive players that you brought in this offseason actually makes sense. You go get defensive edge, Boye Mafe, who just won a championship with Seattle. You bring in Jonathan Allen, and you bring in 2 safeties who have starter experience. So do you think that was an all-in move, or does that make sense per se why you go and get Dexter versus saying, hey, let's use this top 10 pick on somebody we got to wait to develop?
It was a desperate move because regardless of it, they don't have time for anything. The timetable is scrambled. It's screwed. It's over. Like that's the thing. Like y'all they're just digging themselves a deeper hole that they're already in because you're trying to fix. You trying to put bubble gum on a fucking hole that's been a hole for 3 years. At the end of the day, adding Dexter Lawrence is not going to do shit for this D line. It's not going to do shit for this defense. I'm gonna be honest with you. If he can't do anything with 3 other predominantly good to great defenders on the D line, what the fuck is he gonna do by himself? Because he's literally by himself now.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, you can put the nice little word. We're all in. Y'all all in on a bullshit dream because it's not gonna happen. Y'all did everything completely wrong up until this point. Now y'all trying to save face. This is what that is. This is a save face move. We brought in Dexter Lawrence. Look. I know we ain't been doing our best job to protect you, but look, we trying. No, y'all not. Y'all trying to save y'all ass off of the bad decisions y'all been making the last years. That's all this is. Y'all just piling dirt on top of bullshit until the ram break.
That's deep. And I get it too to some degree, not gonna hold you simply because Boye Mafe, though he was productive, he was more of a rotational guy in Seattle. So you got to see now how can he perform with starter minutes. And there's a reason Jonathan Allen, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he play for Minnesota last year?
Yep.
So reason why he's no longer there. So I get it to your point. But we'll see what happens, man, because like I said, I was weary about the whole entire thing in the first place, simply because it's like, bro, how do you go out there and have a half a sack in 17 games? You couldn't give me 3.5 sacks. I would have been all right with 4 sacks. Got a half a sack.
I think Javon Dexter got more sacks than that motherfucker.
He did. So it's gonna be interesting, and we'll see if this is a quote unquote all-in move. You said it was desperation. I think that's kind of on par, especially giving up that top pick like that. And you probably could have forced their hand a little bit more with the New York Giants, because if I'm the New York Giants and we have contract situations and this is a new head coach and you just up and say, we'll give you number 10. Oh, we making a deal. We're making a deal. We making a deal. Now they have the 5th pick and the 10th pick. And you can really get 2 young, really good defensive players in this draft at 5 and 10. So we'll see what happens with it, bro. I think it's going to be interesting for sure. We watching the draft later this week, man. It's a lot of names out there who I think are underrated, being overlooked. We talked about some over here. Y'all already know there's going to be more stuff on the way, man. Definitely. Vacation is over. We back. We back.
Definitely.
But hey, nonetheless, Steve-O, Adam Schefter, he's reporting a lot of things these days. And we know it's rumor week before the draft. We just seen a young wide receiver get locked up for standing on a sidewalk. We ain't gonna talk about that, but it sounds like somebody's feelings was hurt. But nonetheless, bro, Zachariah Branch from Georgia, wide receiver, got locked up.
He didn't drafted yet.
I'm just saying he got locked up for standing on the sidewalk. Why? I don't even know. I gotta hear more details, but that's what it looked like to me.
He was in Georgia. He's still in Georgia.
It's something wrong with Georgia products, bro. They always run into some shit.
He not even a Georgia product. He was at USC first.
Right, and then he went to Georgia. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, was he in Georgia? Because you know how Georgia gets.
Oh, yeah. I think that is probably enough. Hey, Georgia got a rule out there. If you go over a certain limit, they categorize you on the road as a super speeder. A super speeder.
Imagine that shit on your record. Your shit clean, but that bitch say super speeder.
Oh, the real. Yeah, we just gave him a ticket. He was doing a 90 and a 65. He's a super speeder. Oh, the real.
That's T.I. son. They said, sir, you're doing a 70 and a 40. Oh, I ain't know.
Bro, the man got a mug shot in a Pikachu onesie.
Looking like Pikachu. What is you talking about?
But let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic because it's rumor season and stuff is happening. Now, Adam Schefter is coming out and saying that the Arizona Cardinals, they're looking to trade back from spot number 3. If they don't get the deal that they quote unquote want, they could be in play for Jeremiah Love. Now, Steve-O, my first thought is why? But then I think about it. Maybe you get Jeremiah Love early, trade back into the first round, get Ty Simpson because you need a quarterback. How you feeling about the Cardinals being in play for Jeremiah Love?
The Cardinals are in a position where they literally could pick a kicker and we could make sense of it.
What?
Them niggas need everything. That's my point. Like at this point, like when you first said that, I'm like, what? Why would you run a running back? But then again, when you don't have a quarterback, you just got to start racking up talent until you find your quarterback. Because until then, what you gonna do? Get terrible players, and then you find your quarterback. That's how you end up like Joe Burrow. Instead of getting people in like versus like a Caleb Williams situation, you got some people that been here for a couple years that's good on the precipice of being blue chippers, and you just need some winning seasons to go along with it. Then you ready to shoot off when the quarterback is ready. Versus mainly kind of the Fernando Mendoza way where you just building everything together. But even then, they still brought and surrounded him around veteran players that been here before. They ain't all young. So yeah, I'm not. They need talent. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, obviously, I would say if you're going for the top pick for them should be picked either a quarterback, lineman, or D lineman. That's what it should be. But if you see some you like and he's for sure talent, go get him because you need as much talent as you possibly got or can get. I should say.
Steve-O, follow me on this one because we know it's rumor week. Everybody gonna be throwing out rumors. What if this is a ploy to get a team to jump over Tennessee to take Jeremiah Love? We've seen teams like the New York Giants be mocked and selected Jeremiah Love. We know what Jeremiah Love can do behind Jaden Daniels in Washington. That'll be a hell of a fit.
Definitely would.
What if it's a ploy to have GMs like, damn, the Arizona Cardinals, they willing to trade out of 3. Maybe we can jump ahead of Tennessee. And you know what I'm saying? Because I think if he makes it to 4, I think Tennessee snatching him up. Robert Saleh just spent last year with the San Francisco 49ers, and you seen what a running back can do for your offense.
Yeah.
And he had Breece Hall in New York. I like Tony Pollard, but he ain't Breece Hall and Christian McCaffrey. Nope. Jeremiah Love got a chance to be up there mentioned with Christian McCaffrey, Bijan. So do you think this is a ploy to get some teams, you know what I'm saying, a little desperate, anxious?
I could see that. Like you said, I could see some people in his division that's like, yeah, I don't want Jeremiah Love going no damn Tennessee. Because especially in the division they in, anything can happen. So I could definitely see people playing chess in this draft.
It's interesting, man, because right now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more rumors coming. It's gonna be more rumors coming, more stuff that's gonna hit the social media and hit the airwaves, and some teams are definitely gonna be. We're gonna see who the smart GMs in this one. We always find out who the smart ones and who the ones that be overreacting.
I can guarantee you ain't gonna be motherfucker from Cincinnati. I'll tell you that. They ain't gonna be. They already showed. They traded away.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be very interesting, very telling, bro. Not even gonna lie to you to say, hey, we're gonna figure it out though. I can't wait for the draft night. It's one of the most funnest nights. It's a long ass Thursday night though. I like more action. That's Saturday and Friday and Saturday.
Oh, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get my coffee ready for Thursday.
On the real. But hey, man. Oh, yeah. Before we go, we got the San Francisco 49ers restructuring Trent Williams deal, which they should have. I ain't never think he was going to leave.
He need to finish his career, though.
Yep, I agree. He already on his way to Hall of Fame after this.
Oh, yeah. First ballot. Easy.
Easy money. But hey, you got anything left, bro?
I don't think any other moves happen. Yeah, ain't nothing else happened. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we missed Will Anderson. He got paid.
Oh yeah, he got paid. He
50
definitely
mil.
got paid.
Boy,
Well deserved, young man.
Very well deserved. But damn, did the pass rushers get paid this offseason, bro? And some of them got paid, and I was like, y'all sure?
Everybody say thank you, Micah.
For the real, better definitely say thank you to Michael Parsons, because he elevated it and inflated this market for pass rushing. We like, bro, I get it, y'all want pass rushers, but damn, y'all chunking up some money on.
Some big money on.
For real. But
They
hey,
damn near
man,
making quarterback money.
For real. It's crazy work. But hey, man, that is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is draft week. We bring you all your latest draft coverage all week long, man. Make sure y'all stay in lockstep. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always love football. And y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation